time for Florida State football. This is the Jimbo Fisher Show. The Jimbo Fisher Show is brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Coca-Cola, try a game changer of your own. Taste the feeling. SunTrust, the official bank of Florida State Athletics. Ram, come in and get a great deal on the best trucks during Ram Truck Month. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Fisher's wardrobe.
Hello and welcome to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Tom Block and Coach Fisher. And Coach, congratulations. A great victory for your squad once again over Florida, 31-13.
It was another one of the great rivalries in college football, and then, like I say, be able to come out victorious against Florida is, that's always a huge accomplishment, and what our seniors were able to accomplish in our team. And so proud of our team, the way we kept getting better and better and better and better, and the way we finished this last month.
That was your message to the team when you spoke to them after the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you were sitting at 3-2 as a team, a lot of your goals had disappeared, and they could have mailed it in, really, some of them, but they didn't. They went the other way.
Two things. Our senior leadership didn't allow it, and the young guys wanted to understand what it was to play the championship level and to take themselves there and to set a precedent for where they could go into next year. And both groups did that, and they did it together, and our team got better.
31-13 over the Gators, Coach. You're now 6-1 against Florida. What were you most pleased with in terms of your team's performance in that game?
The physicality. I think winning both lines of scrimmage. I thought, the defensive line was outstanding in holding the rushing yards, and we were able to run the football and then create enough plays in the passing game. But again, when you're against great, you're talking about a top 5 scoring defense, top 2 defense overall, or both ways, and to be able to physically run the football and be able to score points defensively, shut them down, play the edges, play physical, which allowed the skill guys to then function. But our physicality and the consistency in which we played with.
You could talk about a lot of guys, but Dalvin Cook and DeMarcus Walker certainly led by example in their performance on the field.
There's no doubt. I mean, Dalvin had 153 yards again. No one's rushed for that much against them. That team is that's a heck of a defensive football team. Our line, tight ends, backs, they all did a great job. And then DeMarcus getting the sacks and creating the havoc and playing the run and just setting the tone on defense, period. And those guys did it, and they've been doing it for a while.
There are an awful lot of highlights to get to, as you can imagine, and we will do that as soon as we come back right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show. Welcome back, Coach. Florida State, Florida, once annually and every 2 years at Doak Campbell Stadium. Yeah. So no surprise, a terrific atmosphere for this one.
I mean, this is what college football is about. The atmosphere, the environment. Chief Osceola right there, boom, throwing the spear. I mean, just one of the great spectacles in football, and the crowd was phenomenal. Our fans it was loud. It was what it's supposed to be, and you felt the electricity in the air. And our guys, great kickoff by Logan. Our guys set early. They got the first drive. We missed some tackles. We had guys unblocked right there at the point of attack and missed tackles, and they ran through it. And I'm going to tell you again, they're a good football team. They're ranked ahead of us. Hit a reverse right here, and they're coming back. Got to set the edges. After this, we really set the edges. They had about 80 yards in this drive and about 140 for the rest of the game, and about 50 of that came in the last game. There you go. Great speed. Good job by Tavares McFadden right there, Josh Sweat, all the guys. This is a huge job. I mean, they hit the swing. We in and out with the backers right there. And look, again, Matthew Thomas, again. Okay, could have scored, didn't give up on the play, went and knocked him out of bounds. Now let's play red zone defense. Let's play tight zone defense. Great job right there. Josh Sweat looks like Derek Nottie inside, being Derek as always, and Trey Marshall being Trey, kamikaze. All right, they great job matching the naked, keeping leverage on the ball right there, played to play. I mean, just great execution right there by the guys in leverage, and they played, and great tackle right here on third down. Great job, Trey Marshall. Fourth down, then we get a fourth down stop right here. They're coming. There's the blitz. That's Trey making the ball get out, almost get a pick. That was wonderful. I mean, that was huge right there for them not to get points. And then we were able to run the football out of here. There, Dalvin gets a nice run right off the bat out of 6 yards. Offensive line's doing a great job. We keep pounding that thing. Third down naked right here. Good job by DeAndre and Ryan Izzo. Come out here making these plays. And that was a huge third down right there to change the field position. Here we had a counter back on the other side. There's Dalvin. Boy, what great blocking by our tight ends and offensive line. They did a great job. Eberle and Rod and Wilson and big Minshew in there for the first time and Leonard. I mean, them guys doing a great job. There we go. It was DeAndre on a slide, I believe, and we come back on a pass. Missed a third down. We can't run that route short though. Izzo got to press it. He let the DB dictate his depth. He's got to press it on by. unfortunately, Ricky did have a good night. He caught the ground right there on that ball and just got deflected down. It was just a poor kick, and I think very uncharacteristic of him. Man, now our defense really started. There's Christmas. There's Sweat. All the guys inside. Matthew Thomas or Derek Hoskins, Noddy, everybody. Here comes DeMarcus on a rush. Here they go, getting him off the spot, and then creating that havoc, and then Josh beating that and coming off the back with a fumble recovery right there. That was huge by DeMarcus, picking it up. We're down here in the red zone. And what I thought we did great last night, too, we fed off each other offense and defense. Now we pop a counter, going back. Dalvin making the guy miss. There you go. Get a nice 4, 5, 6-yard gain. Kept him mixed up in the plays and run a little belly play up inside, and they hit the seam, and there goes Dalvin out the outside, and Dalvin being Dalvin getting in the end zone. Big first score of the game. It was great to get ahead early.
Passes Greg Allen for the all-time.
Yeah, how about that?
Record
Touchdown,
there.
your rushing touchdown. That's special now. That's really special. Again, now start to set the tone of the game. Great kickoff coverage right here. Now we get a strip right here. I think Jacob Pugh makes a great play. Sheds the guy, strips the ball. They have to come back and get it. They got on the 9-yard line. We start winning that field position battle. And they're trying to run it inside. Good job right there's Pugh, and it was Roderick Hoskins coming downfield, making those guys fit. And who was that? Matthew Thomas again. Just gets better and better. They run the speed sweep. And you talk about setting the edge, things we didn't do early in the year. There's Marquez White setting the edge on that speed sweep. And we get it back. I have a great field position. Get a nice little run to start off with Dalvin. Just keep banging it away. Here, DeAndre picks up a big third down, hitting Kermit, which we were outstanding on today. We were 11-17 on third down, which was huge. Now we pop another inside Sam run, a little double team we have inside, and Dalvin popping those seams and hitting it and doing a great job here, getting the yardage and getting down here. And unfortunately, we end up with a field goal here. Pop a zone run right here. We ought to be, we're inches. Let's finish that block. Got to finish that block. We're down there, and we have 2 throws right here, and I believe we end up not getting in, and unfortunate. Right here, what happened, Nooney went too fast. We're lucky right there and get the pick. Nooney cannot, he went way too fast and screwed the whole thing. He's supposed to wait and delay, and he can't do that. Now, third down right here, they played it pretty good, and we end up with a field goal, unfortunately, right there. And we get it. Ricky gets a field goal. But 10-0, still up 2 scores, and it's a great job. Now the guys start playing great leverage. They get out leverage right there. Corner got blocked. Good job over Derek, chasing the inside out, forcing it. Yeah, they pop it and get a run right here. We got to make that play 2-7. We're in position. We got to get there. Got to get there. Here they are, the inside zone play. They're blocking down, sweating there. And Trey Marshall, Trey likes it physical now. He does like being up in there. The guys are coming hard. They get a slant. Dak gets inside Tavares right there. And Tavares hangs on those long arms, gets him down. Can't let him inside, man. They pick up 2 fourth down, barely on a 4th and inches right here. They pick it up on a quarterback sneak and get up in there. And they pop it here. They get an inside. They're blocking down, and now we're getting back on the guy. There's where Derek's shooting through the corner, filling Trey Marshall, DeMarcus Walker, all the guys doing a great job. They get right there, playing cover 2 trap. Got back, and Marquez got back in there and did it. It was a great job. Good job. DeMarcus turns it up. Now, we had it right there. We got to break tackle. We got to make the tackle. Devontae come off the tackle. There's Erman Lang. We're getting him out of bounds, but we had him in the backfield. Here they try a little wheel route. We play it well and then play the flat well. Great job by Erman holding off the wheel and getting back to the flat. Did a great job. And then not getting a big hit right there, a late hit. Great job again. Marquez getting over the top on the play and forcing the ball out. We did a good job here. Force them to a field goal. Pop it through, and it's 10-3. Now, but again, it's only a 1-score game. That was critical us not getting a touchdown down there. One of the first third downs in a while, we haven't put it in the end zone. But then they kicked off and kicked it out of bounds. That gives us great field position. And here we get a little bootleg coming out. We got to pick that up. That shouldn't happen right there. But again, Auden Tate makes a nice catch on the sideline. We get back here to a third down, pick up. Got Dalvin out in the flat. Little option route. Great job by him. Good pickup right there by the guys. Again, right there on the crossing route, like a slant right there to Auden again. Did a good job. Auden had that hand he was playing with. It was really banged up. Did a nice job. Man, we got to hang on to that. I thought the guy was over his back right there, but we got to make that play. It's a good throw, good catch, tight coverage. You got to be able to make those plays. Here on third down, we come back. Just a hair high. But they had in and out. They played good coverage right there. It was good defense. All right, right there. There's Noddy. Again, Derek just gets better and better and better and better. He has no idea how good he can be. Really doesn't. Good job right here, batting the ball inside. DeMarcus Christmas, I believe it was. Keep getting pressure on. Look at Noddy. Learning the pass rush now. There's the guys come. There's that guy, Brian Burns again. Boy, is he just everywhere. He had a sack and a half last night. Give him 9.5 for a true freshman this year. nice little screen right here, but we got to get that inside backer with the guard. We get that, and we got a chance for a big play, and just didn't get the guard on the backer. That's what it was. And they get a late hit, hitting the quarterback. You get the penalty, get it moved up right here. Get a little, actually, he's going to sprint out, and he sees he can run it. Go pick up 5 yards. DeAndre did a great job with his feet last night. He averaged 7 yards a carry on the night. No sacks. Dalvin right here. You get on that edge, you better set that edge on him now because it's going to be out. You're not going to play that edge with space outside and get on him. And real nice job. Play act. This is one disappointing. If we don't get pressure right here, we got a touchdown. We give up the inside pressure right there, which is disappointing, right? And then we let it get back out. And on third and second down here, trying to one-on-one with Odd, and he didn't get off. Their corner's tape. The guy's going to make a lot of money too, probably a first-round guy. Or second at the word. And then slant. We just missed this. This is disappointing here. Right before half, and Ricky just kicked it bad. There's nothing wrong with that but kicking the ball. That was just a poor kick. And, he just wasn't getting it up. So we went to Logan in the second half. Ricky was out of rhythm. That's a good thing about having 2 kickers. Here they go, the screen back inside. Great. Look at that, Matthew. You talk about guys really, really coming on. This guy's figuring, and when he takes off, you see that blur now. That's speed and size. Good job right there, DeMarcus Walker. We got to get him on the ground quicker, and that was for the half, and that was the last play. But, at the end of the day, we still only had a couple possessions, 10-3. They're a good defensive team. We moved it well. Give up a couple scoring opportunities, which you hate leaving points on the board. We had chances down to score another touchdown, kick a field goal, and to be up. And had the one with the tight end for a touchdown. Could have maybe 21 points, and we got 10. But, they're good on defense for a reason.
Well, but that is an area that maybe had you concerned when you let an underdog hang around at your home stadium. Nevertheless, you did have the lead at the break.
We did. We were controlling the game, controlling the line of scrimmage and what the defense was doing. But, that happens, and we had to come out second half and clean that up.
Big play of the first half goes to the defense. They had the goal line stand early, but then the turnover that set you up in the red zone, Josh Sweat and DeMarcus Walker.
That was huge on DeMarcus getting recovered and Josh on the Sweat. His pass rush now is getting better and better and better as that knee gets better and he's just playing better, and it's going to be great to see his future.
10-3 at intermission. Florida State gets the ball to start the second half, and we'll get to those second half highlights. And we continue right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
Let's go. Game time. Snap out of the shotgun. Delayed blitz coming. He's going to be hit and dropped at the 36-yard line. Quarterback sacked by linebacker Terrence Smith. 4th and 2. Harris dropped the ball. He falls down on his knees. He's dropped at the 26-yard line. He was down when his knee hit the turf. Catch by Casey Beatty. The kick is long enough. It's long enough, and it is good. 45-yard field goal. Behind McGuire, the snap. Toss pitch left side. Big hole open for Dalvin Cook to the 30. 35 to the 40. Dalvin Cook down the far sideline outside the numbers is wrestled out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Shifts to the right side. Play action fake by McGuire. Tips the block. Goes past downfield. Receiver open. Caught ball. 25-20 down the far sideline. Spinning ahead is Kermit Whitfield. He's knocked out of bounds inside the 10. Play action fake. Roll to the right. Pass, attempt by McGuire, going to look toward the end zone, runs, throws the 3, throws across body. It is a caught ball by Jeremy Kerr. My goodness, he held onto the ball, and McGuire ran for his life and threw against his body with a defender in the area, and the Noles get a touchdown. The 4 receivers in there, dropping McGuire throwing the ball, upfield, caught ball, Travis Rudolph at the Gator 41-yard line. Good spot of the ball. The kick is airborne. Roberto Aguayo gives it plenty of leg, and it is good again. 51-yard field goal. The snap to McGuire. They'll feed Dalvin Cook running left. Maybe guy miss. He's out for the races. Out inside the number 30, 35. He's to the 40-yard line. He's to the 45-yard line. Dalvin, he's tripped up by the ankles at midfield. The snap, a good one. Trayon Harris dropping back to his 05. Going to run balls. He's going to be snagged and dropped for a sack at the 8-yard line. Snap, feed the ball. Dalvin Cook running to his left. Cuts it inside the 10 to the 5. 3, 2, 1. Touchdown FSU. Touchdown Dalvin Cook. Goes over 100 yards. Gets a rushing touchdown against this Florida defense. and it's his 8th 100-yard game of the season. Oh, McGuire under center. Pitches the ball on the left side. Dalvin Cook to the 25, first down 20, 15, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown FSU. Fourth down play, and he scoots 31 yards, 28 yards, and Dalvin Cook is over 200 yards rushing with a 29-yard run. The Noles victorious in Gainesville, 27-2.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Coach, you get the ball to start the second half, and obviously in your position, if you can go, you're in the position, if you go down and score some points, you can create some separation.
You're exactly right. That's what we wanted to do. And they actually kicked it out of bounds, give us good field position again, and we get to move in here. The first play, got a counter play. We just got to come off a block inside. Got to come off a block. They played a little better. That's the play we had success in the first half. They made some adjustments. Came back here. Second down, got a nice little pass to Maven inside. Got it back to a third and manageable. A 3rd and 8 here. This is the one that we didn't want. We wanted to work the other side. This is the play we had actually caught for a touchdown later and he could have laid that one out more, had a chance, but he wanted to work the other side. I thought he misread that one right there. It's one of the few, he had a couple little mistakes right there at the beginning of the half and got shook up, but then responded tremendously. Defense again playing great. Got the punt off good. Again, we got it back out there. Good job right there, the coverage. I mean, there was no easy wide open throws. Every throw was contested with pressure or great coverage. Guys doing a good job here, and they couldn't get to that punt, and that's critical. We got to catch that ball. Never let the ball on a punt hit the ground. Yonder, we're backed up on the 10 here. This is just a mistake. It's a misread. The safety's over here. Should have worked the other seam on the other side or down to the drag, and that's a critical mistake right there by him. And ended up giving up 3 points, luckily only for the defense. But he made a couple poor decisions right here starting off the half, and and very uncharacteristic of him. Now, how about Matthew Thomas? Do you know how hard it is to play that tight end on a naked? That's that hide route and played all the way back up the other side. That's a heck of a play right there by linebacker. DeMarcus Walker and Trey Marshall, again, great job. Playing the run, playing the run, playing the run, playing the run, being physical. Here they are right here on the flag route. They had this one. They just missed this one. They had one play. They had a couple times to hit it, and they didn't hit it, and they missed it, and it cost them. Their kicker, though, did a good job. Got to 10-6 now, and this is critical. We need to come back right here. We run a little flip play outside. Again, getting Dalvin to the edge, but finding space, can't leave that, but still got 8-10 yards to get to the edge. Just make them stretch. Here we got a 3rd down conversion. Almost come squirting out there on sneak. That can happen sometimes. Here we get our ball to the edge. He sets it inside, safety makes a play, but that's still 5 yards. You just that's hard. When you get the ball in space, you don't realize, man, it's hard to get a guy down for a 1 or 2 yard gain. And then we started on the 3rd down. Great throw and catch. Nice. They were in a slant route right here. Nice throw and catch right here by Travis and DeAndre. Again, picked up a screen route right here. We made the block inside. That was bad. Now 3rd and 10, this is a critical play of the game. They run a double move. It's a second read come off. Hits him dead in stride through the seam. That's the read he missed the first time. And we came back to it, and he saw it. And for him to come back and make that adjustment and make that throw at that time of the game and how critical it was right here. What's the double move? Boom. Then come right off Auden's tail right inside. Bang. That's about as good as it gets, and that's a tremendous play by Travis, by our quarterback, by our offensive line to give him the time at a big time. That's the thing we did. We're learning as our team grows, understanding momentum plays of the game and when you got to make them, when you got to stop them, when you got to feed off the defense, when the defense has got to feed off the offense, and learn to play together as a team. And I think that's something we're really now understanding how to do. Look at that. Set and leverage by 18. That's Fred come inside out on the play and make it. Just not being selfish and trying to make the tackle, knowing where your help is. Again, they come on, get inside on the slant. I'm going to tell you what, Callaway's a good football player now. He's a good player. But look at Fred chasing back from the other side. They got guys running around. This is a physical football game. Guys, look at there's DeMarcus Walker coming with pressure. Get inside out, good coverage. Got a guy over the top, got a guy underneath. Good coverage right there by the defense. Got pressure, made the ball come out. Set the zone play right there. Good job. Got Trey Marshall, boy. He likes to make tackles. There they are, play action underneath. Square in with an over. Good pressure one. There you go. Great job right there by Marquez. Marquez got a heck of a vertical. Remember, he was a heck of a basketball player. That was a great play by him. DeAndre come down a little screen route. We dump it down. But hey, go pick up 4 or 5 yards right here. It's a good job. Just keep moving the chains. Keep moving the chains. Here on 3rd down, pop the run. They were playing a lot of pass stuff. And I mean, golly, I told him, you're getting old. I tell you, usually you break those tackles. I get smart when you make those long runs. But that was good. But again, here, just popping the ball, just taking through. Travis being physical. Taking a 2-yard gain, making a 6-yard gain. Just keep moving the chains. Right here, and then again, DeAndre. 1-2's covered, 3. Now get down. Great job. Big third down conversions on the night. Him playing with his legs. And after those first 2 little first plays of the second half, he just got played a heck of a half. And there's Dalvin on another great run. Wilson and all the guys, Ricky Leonard and all the boys making all the blocks and getting out of there. Look at that seam in there, just seeing it. People are talking about him outside, but he's a great inside runner too. Really sees the seams and runs with great tempo. Now we run a little wedge play, and all of a sudden you don't see that fullback. They're concentrating on that tailback. Here he comes squirting out for a touchdown and really got us up 24-6 in the fourth quarter, which is critical. Broke a tackle. They come in, hit him. But old Freddie, I'm going to tell you what, you talk about an unsung hero of this football team and a heck of a football player. Now this is a critical stop by the defense. Again, we had to get him on the ground. Again, make them take time. 11 minutes to go in the game. We're up 3 scores. Be smart to run the draw, run the ball outside. They pop it through there. Good tackle by Erman Lane. We can't let that happen now. There's Josh and the guys filling the gaps. A lot better. A lot better. There's Brian Burns. There's that guy again. Him and Sweat. It's going to be a good, great combination for the future. Now this is, ball carried low. The only thing you can't do is give him a turnover. Catch the ball. If you run for yards, it's great. We're up 3 scores. We're going to have the ball with 10 minutes. We're going to run 2 or 3 minutes off the clock. That's just a very, very bad, critical mistake that we cannot have. And we got to coach it better and do a better job, and he's got to understand. The good thing here, Kermit, makes 2 guys run together. He had 2 unblocked guys, unfortunately. Good double team right there by Pops and the guys. And Kermit gets out to the 40-yard line, gives us good field position. Great job. Now we pop get a stretch play here. Dalvin gets up inside, gets 4 or 5 yards. We're moving it. Right here, I wish we could have handled that. We got that penalty. The bad part, the next play, we had a big gain and had a holding call, which set us back, which was very critical. And we ended up having, because we had a first down midfield, we're driving again. Great job. They're going to take a chance, but have Airway Jackson. My boy Jared taking a shot right there. Matthew Thomas and the boys getting on top of him. Again, Tavares that was number 9. That one hit him right in the hand. He usually doesn't drop those. Good job inside. Hoskins, Redare, everybody. Christmas, Trey Marshall, Sweat, all the guys ganging up here. Here, they're back in the game to 2 scored, but there's that guy again. Big play, 44 going to make one. Went and got him a sack. I think, tied him for the lead in the country with 15. Here we go, get a little boot outside. Again, DeAndre running up inside, did a nice job. Did a great job. Just be smart, get what he could, got down. Here's a big third down pickup. Run a little screen. Look at Kermit out there blocking the screen. You get 4 of the ball in space, we go get a first down. That eats up 2 or 3 more minutes. That was critical. They were using up a timeout. And this is the one, man, oh, man. I don't know. I know you're getting tough, but to me, that's targeting. And I thought his elbow was down, so we'll see about that. But it is what it is. But in our defense, said, you know what? Doesn't matter. We're going to make plays. DeMarcus went and got him another sack, which is critical in the game. Getting that pressure on the quarterback right there. Look at Noddy causes the fumble again. They're trying to get it out, and we get it back up. And I think DeMarcus had it right there, if I'm not mistaken. Noddy caused it. Those guys just playing together, and then we finished the game off pounding. We're on the inside zone play, got the edge, and there's that guy. Another thing, stayed in bounds. Didn't run out of bounds right there. We keep pounding, third down. Now he's the lead blocker. They're playing on him, fake the bubble. Look at, and you can see DeAndre, the emotion he had right there. Tell you what, if you play Florida, it means a lot, especially a guy from Orlando. And it was a great block up. There's Minshew inside, Dalvin inside, Ricky Leonard inside, Eberle inside. Wilson Bell did a great job. Our tight end, Izzo, did a great job. This is the last play of the game. The guys did good. Big Rod, awesome, of course. But at the end of the game, and great win against the Gators. Anytime you're able to have a victory against Florida, you cherish it, that's for sure.
31-13 the final. Coach, that's 4 in a row over Florida in this senior class as DeMarcus got to tote the Gator head around. Also 4-0 against Miami. It's the first time a senior class has ever gone unbeaten against both the arch rivals.
I mean, you think about all the players and all the teams have been here, not to be able to do that. And these Miami teams we played them were ranked. Florida teams are ranked. Beat them down there, beat them here. I mean, very fortunate and very blessed. And what this senior class has accomplished is something special.
Big play of the second half. Florida had tightened it up. They were hanging around. It was 10-6. You had a third down, needed to convert. You not only converted, but you got 6.
I mean, they come back after 2 very shaky drives to play before. DeAndre throws a strike. Travis Rudolph runs an unbelievable, beautiful route. Catches it, runs through the catch. We go score. The line blocked everybody. This guy's making plays. And that's the thing, made critical plays at critical times.
Finished the regular season 9-3. Next up, the postseason, and there's some exciting possibilities out there potentially for Florida State. We'll discuss that when we come back here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
Today's final stats are presented by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites. Inside the Helmet is presented by Hyundai.
I'm Jared Jackson. I'm a redshirt junior. I'm a wide receiver from Monticello, Florida. Actually, I was not a Florida State fan. My dad played golf at Florida, so growing up I was a Florida fan, unfortunately. I'm not near as good as he is. I mean, I played a little bit when I was younger, and then football was a little bit more exciting for me than golf growing up, so I kind of stayed playing football, basketball, and baseball, actually, and didn't really play much golf. I mean, it's definitely a very, very small town, small community where everybody knows each other, but, you know, just the people there are just unreal. They're all super nice. Southern hospitality is just huge there. You know, it's just a great environment. It was a great place to grow up in, and, you know, I just can't say enough good things about it. I love the outdoors in general. I love hunting and fishing, so if I ever get a chance to do one of those things, I'm definitely try to take part in that. And it's really peaceful just for me to be out in the woods or be out in nature and just get my mind off things. I live on Lake Bradford here in Tallahassee, and so we go out on the boat and stuff and just have a good time. Obviously, my biggest dream was to play in the NFL one day, and you know, that'd be awesome if I could do that. But I'm studying entrepreneurship, so I'd love to own my own business one day and just kind of running a business and being your own man. That kind of fascinates me. My biggest hero is definitely my dad. You know, he was just a great athlete in high school, and then you know, he went on and played on the PGA Tour for a little bit, and the Nike Tour, and you know, he's just a great guy. You know, exactly who I want to be. It was surreal in high school. I mean, we only had maybe 200 fans, 300 fans at the most. So coming out to, you know, 80,000 was just unreal. I was in awe. I was just stunned looking around. I was like, holy cow, this is unreal. But it's awesome. The fans here are great. I mean, first of all, just the bond of the teammates. You know, everything you go through together and stuff, and you know, we got some great guys in the team, and so, you know, I hope these relationships will last forever, and hopefully I'll always be able to call some of these guys. But I'll remember, you know, the big games, the fans, you know, just the atmosphere being out there. It's definitely a privilege, and I mean, the tradition and just knowing that the guys, the sort of guys and the people who played before you is just, you know, awesome. I'm just thankful to be part of a team like that.
That one day every year in November is super special.
It was just something about orange and blue. It just wasn't a good color combination for us.
We got a lot of respect for Miami, but when it comes down to Florida Gators, I don't like them at all.
When you play your rival, if you don't get emotional, I mean, let's face it, you shouldn't be on that field.
To see that orange and blue, it just burns my eyes.
You got to live with it for 365 days.
And this is something that people are going to talk about for years.
Any win over Florida is my favorite football game of the season. I'll tell you that right now.
We stepped on that field with the mindset that we weren't going to quit.
This is the rivalry that started it all.
Florida State, Florida, the Seminoles, and the Gators. A rivalry steeped in half a century's worth of goal line stands and fourth quarter comebacks. In 1990, Steve Spurrier returned to his roots to coach the Gators, and the rivalry was intensified.
Florida had been beaten down, and they'd had some problems. They had been on probation. They needed a new look, and they brought in Mr. Florida football, Steve Spurrier. And here was Bobby Bowden doing his thing in Tallahassee, Florida. So you had two great coaches, two great teams, two great programs battling each other.
It was always good to beat Florida when he was there. And I guess probably the biggest thing that we could say is that Steve never won here in Tallahassee. And he probably still remembers that too.
1993 will always stand out to me because Florida State was ranked #1 in the country. And we get to Gainesville, it's late in the ball game, it's the fourth quarter, and on 3rd down and 10, Charlie Ward did his thing. He avoided a sack, he rolled a little bit to his left, he threw the pass to Warwick Dunn, who made the catch, missed tackle, and one guy had a chance to tackle it. He separates, and took it into the end zone and scored the touchdown.
Touchdown, Florida State!
Anytime you beat your arch rival at home, that's special. When you do it at their place, that just makes it extra special. They were all pretty big games. You look at 94, commonly referred to as the choke at Doak.
Steve Spurrier knew his team was going to come to Tallahassee and beat us. And they had us on the ropes going into the fourth quarter. We're down 4 touchdowns, 31-3.
It's 4 quarters, it's 60 minutes. No matter what has happened in the 3 prior quarters, it's not over till that last second ticks off.
Rock Preston, 3-2-1, touchdown FSU, tied the ball game.
Blitz threat. Here's the snap. Handoff to Preston. 3-2-1. Touchdown! 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 A point away from a tie with 1:45. Do you go for 2?
Jado, my friend, I'll tell you exactly. Bobby knows Steve Spurrier. He's not going to go for 2. He's going to get the point after, and he knows that Steve wants to win so bad, he'll make a mistake. And son of a, he did.
We just kept saying, throw, Spurrier, throw.
Danny Cannell almost got us into the promised land, and we just ran out of time.
Maybe the greatest comeback ever in college football history. We ended up going over to New Orleans, playing in the Sugar Bowl for the 5th quarter and the French quarter. Unfortunately, we won that game.
Nice step to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, 5, 3, touchdown, Florida State. 5th quarter in the French quarter belongs to the Seminoles of Florida State. They beat the Gators 23-17.
Both the Gators and the Seminoles were ranked in the top 10 in every matchup from 1990 to 2000. Most contests had national title implications, none more than 1996.
1996, Florida State versus Florida. #1 versus #2. The place was packed, Bill Campbell Stadium. Both teams were passing-oriented football programs. With a wind in your face, you had no chance of throwing the football.
Well, you probably can ask Danny Warfel about the game, and he would probably say, and I guess maybe he did, that there's some pretty good hitting going on in the game. You know, we never taught a kid or asked a kid to hurt another player. That just wasn't the way we did things. Coach Bowden wouldn't put up with it. But we did have a little deal with the players. Let's try to put something on them that soap and water won't wash off. You can't wash off a bruise. And if a guy gets hit enough times that he decides he didn't want to play anymore, that was his choice.
Warwick Dunn probably played his best game of his career against the University of Florida. Had about 150, 160 yards rushing, and FSU prevailed by a field goal.
Unfortunately, we had to end up playing them again in the Sugar Bowl, and they waxed our ears. They had a better plan of how to protect Danny.
2/3 of our football team came down ill. We got in the bowl game, and they ambushed us, I'll tell you that.
The '99 FSU team was one of the greatest in history, defeating Florida and winning the national championship. The rivalry's intensity would fade in years following until tempers flared in 2003.
Well, it was one of those games like it was a lot of time with them. Thank goodness that our offense bailed us out that day.
We had just converted 4th down, had the ball at midfield about the 49-yard line.
I remember that play vividly. Chris Rich threw it down to PK Sam.
Big old rainbow thing up in the air.
He's got PK Sam open. He makes the catch. Touchdown FSU. Touchdown PK Sam. 55 seconds left.
I don't know how in the world he got open.
52 yards. Florida State leads.
And that was the winning touchdown in the ball game, and it came with less than a minute to go in the game. And Gator fans were just absolutely distraught.
It got kind of quiet there on that touchdown pass, but there was a lot of hooping and hollering going over there with the Seminoles.
All I know is that when you go to Gainesville and you're underdogs and you win, it's electrifying to be a Florida State Seminole.
The rivalry between Florida and Florida State is bigger than the players on the field, and more legendary than the coaches on the sidelines. The teams are playing for something greater than victory, something more permanent. As the next page in the rivalry is written, fans can always count on witnessing history.
The Look Ahead is presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance. Register to win a football fantasy experience at knowlescontest.com.
Coach, Florida State headed to a bowl game again. That's no surprise. Ties for the longest streak in college football history, so congratulations there. Where you end up is up in the air a little bit. It'll be in the state of Florida. I think we do know that, but it could be in a New Year's Six bowl game again.
Yeah, there's a possibility. I mean, however Clemson goes and whatever the committee says in the ranked teams and where everybody's ranked and what goes on, I mean, there's a chance you could end up in Miami. A chance you get into Orlando or maybe even Jacksonville. So, I mean, all those are all great destinations. I mean, of course, you won a New Year's Six, so no doubt, because we got a streak right now. There's only 2 teams that have won a national championship, been in the playoff, and been in a New Year's Six-day bowl, be 5 years in a row, and that's us in Alabama. And that's a great company to be in as far as the streaks you want and establish the culture here of doing the right things.
Regardless of those destinations, they're all pretty fertile recruiting grounds, so I'm sure that you'll be happy to set up shop for a week in the state of Florida and spread the Florida State word.
There's no doubt. I mean, like I say, this is the greatest state in the country, and we love it, and we want to recruit the heck out of it.
For the players, they get a little bit of time off to finish up the semester before you get into postseason preparation.
They will. They'll get this week off, heal up, and get back in class, make sure we get our classwork, get everybody honed in and finishing up the schedule, and we'll get them after a week, so we'll start lifting again, running, getting in condition, then we'll start. Once we find out where we're going to bowl, we'll get bowl preparation.
And we'll find that out on Sunday night after all the conference championship games this weekend. They'll make those announcements on Sunday. Stay tuned. We've got some final thoughts on the other side of this break right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
We are coming to you inside the Sports Nutrition Center, where we're here with Kara Feeney, one of the registered dietitians here at Florida State, and we're talking about portion control today. If anybody watching is quite like me, they either eat 2 or 3 times what they're supposed to eat. So what are we looking for when we're talking portion control?
Okay, so we have 3 macronutrients, so that's your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats. And it's really important to first understand what those nutrients are in order to be able to set up our plate how we should be eating. So let's just start with carbohydrates real quick. So your carbohydrates provide fuel for your body. So that's either your fruits or your grains, your whole grains. So that could be like your oatmeal, your whole wheat bread, your whole wheat pasta, things like that. And then again, any fruits. So those all provide, one serving size is about 15 grams of carbohydrates if you were looking at the nutrition facts label. For example, this animal crackers, a small bag about this size would be 1 serving of carbs, and then a small piece of fruit, or about a half a cup, is for carbohydrates. When we talk about fats, so fats help with reducing inflammation in the body, and so they're a protective layer, so we do need them, but fats provide a lot of nutrients in a very small amount. So nuts is a very healthy fat, avocado, your olive oils, your olives, your peanut butter, your almonds are good examples. So again, it's about a 1/4 cup of nuts, or if you're counting out, a small handful. Proteins, so that's about the size of your iPhone, and proteins help rebuild your body. If you don't have a piece of like chicken, fish, lean meats like your steak or your ground beef, if you were looking, for example, like beef jerky, again, if you looked at the nutrition facts, you'd look at the protein servings, so 10 grams, so you would need 2 of these to equal 1 serving.
I'm looking at these bags, and I know for sure I'm not eating just those.
Right,
as
exactly.
1 serving size. So
let's look at our plate. So this plate would be good if we were having like an easy training day, or if your nutrition goal was weight loss. So for that, I like to say make half of your plates fruits and vegetables. And then you want to make a 1/4 of your plate as the protein and a 1/4 of the plate as your carbohydrates. Now say that you were just trying to maintain your weight and just have a balanced lifestyle. So we like to set up a balanced plate. So again, you can see it's a little bit more than a 1/4, but a little less than a half of carbohydrates. And then about a 1/4 of vegetables, and then again a 1/4 of your protein sources. Now, if you are looking at weight gain, so carbohydrates help you gain weight. You want to make about half of your plates carbohydrate, and then about a quarter of that lean meats and a quarter of vegetables.
Some great tips right there from Carafini. They have plenty more. We've just scratched the surface. You can follow them at FSU Fuel on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
As we finish up, Coach, we talked about Monk Bonasort, a great member of the Florida State family who passed away about a week or so ago. But the game against Florida was dedicated to Monk, and boy, he would have been proud of that effort.
He really would have been. I mean, Monk never lost to Florida either. They won 4 in a row too, and we had the MB on us, and then we had the black hash at the 42 and his name on the field. And again, people, I hope you really understand how much he meant to Florida State and how much he meant to our program and how much he meant to me. And just a tremendous human being, and we're definitely going to miss him.
As you look ahead, I know we talked about the bowl, and you don't know who it will be yet, but it is a chance to get to 10 wins again, which is not insignificant. I know that's a carrot that you'll dangle out there for the players.
No doubt. You get double-digit wins. That's a heck of a year. It's hard to do. Winning is hard. You see it across the country. Teams that have usually won are having struggling right now winning, and you never take winning for granted, and it's hard to get there. And I'm very proud, especially the way we had to go through things this year. Very proud of this team. It'd be a great way to finish off this season.
9-3 with a bowl game to come. Coach, congratulations. You beat Miami and Florida again, and we'll see you in the postseason.
Thank you.
All righty, and we'll see you next year right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show. Thanks for joining us.
This has been the Jimbo Fisher Show, brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Coca-Cola, try a game changer of your own. Taste the feeling. SunTrust, the official bank of Florida State Athletics. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Fisher's wardrobe.